Stop elbow strumming. You're doing it wrong.
Oh, no. You're kidding me.
But if you want to unlock the secret to effortless flowing guitar strumming that will transform your technique forever, check out how Elderly Woman by Pearl Jam can break you free from stiff robotic strumming, and it only uses 6 chords and 8 measures. Hey everyone, I'm AJ Hansen of Level Up Your Guitar, where I teach cool songs organized into structured playlists level by level that make you better fast. If you're new here, welcome. Hit the subscribe button because I post fresh guitar lessons every week. And before we dive in, quick housekeeping. Full tab sheet music for this song is available in the description below, transcribed by yours truly. And if you're looking for personalized guidance to accelerate your playing, I also offer private lessons. Links for everything are down in the description. Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say the stiff elbow in the room.
Let's give him the chop!
Here's the thing, I see this mistake quite often with beginner guitarists, and maybe you're doing it right now without even realizing it, but strumming from your elbow. Your whole forearm is moving like a windshield wiper, and your strumming sounds choppy, forced, and honestly, pretty exhausting. Now this song is in 6/8 time signature. If you don't know what that is, don't worry, but it's what gives the song its bouncing, lilting quality. And most beginners are playing songs in 4/4, which builds that stiff strumming. But a compound meter like 6/8 is better for bringing your strumming down from your elbow into your wrist. Your arm should look less like a windshield wiper and more like the pencil trick. And I'll show you what I mean by that. If you haven't seen the pencil trick where it looks like a rubber pencil, that's how your elbow should look. Now to you internet know-it-alls tempted to blow up my comments section. Please do, I could use an algorithm boost. This doesn't mean use zero elbow, especially if you're doing it for show. But as you're learning, your whole body is involved with playing an instrument. And we want to, like I said, push that energy from the elbow down into the wrist. Kind of like when the Enterprise has to divert more power to shields or auxiliary systems.
Can you divert more power to the containment field?
Not only will this help with minimizing fatigue, but you'll have more control over your dynamics. And obviously, most importantly, you'll look cooler as well. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to tackle the verse here. So we're starting with a D major chord. And you can see in the sheet music that we've got, again, the 6/8 time signature, but the strumming pattern is going to go down, down, up, down, up. So let me break that down, and I'm also going to show you what I mean by the pencil trick that I showed earlier. So we want to go away from strumming from the elbow like this to having it be more smooth. And the way I usually describe this to people is, think about, when you were a kid or in class or somewhere where you were supposed to behave and you had the friend that was telling a joke and you're laughing and you shouldn't be, and then right before you get in trouble, you tell them, hey, cut it out. That cut it out motion is your strumming motion. You just put a pick in your hand, keep doing that sort of thing. Again, I've got my 3 fingers out and relax, cut it out, and then you just bring it down here. So again, my elbow is relaxed. There's a bit of movement, but again, like I said, we're diverting that energy down into the wrist from that cut it out motion. So let me get into the strumming pattern. So it's going to go down, down, up, down, up. So that's with that first D chord. Now when you do this with 6/8, the count, if you want to use that, is 1 andi ai, or 1 andi ai 2 andi ai, 1 andi ai 2 andi ai. And anytime you say the number 1 or 2, you're going to accent or just strum a little bit harder, because that's what's going to give this rhythm its forward propulsion. after we finish that D major chord, now we're going to switch to a C add 9. So again, pivoting off the ring finger, and then your middle finger on the A string 3rd fret, index on the D string 2nd fret, and then pinky on the high E string 3rd fret. And we're going to repeat the same rhythm, 2 and E, A, E. So putting together all of measure 1, we're going from D to C add 9. And again, I'll zoom out so you can see my wrist and elbow, and it's keeping that smooth rubber pencil trick going. And that's the first measure. Now, once you get the first measure down, the rest of the song is much easier. Since measure 1 has the fastest set of chord changes per measure, that's the toughest part, so get comfortable with that, and then you'll pretty much be home free for the rest of this song. So let's get into the second measure. We're leaving our C add 9, and our ring and pinky are going to stay put, so just peel off your middle and index finger and put your index down on the A string 2nd fret. Now this chord is G/B or G over B, whatever you want to call it. And you'll strum from the A string down. And now we've got 2 full patterns to make up the full measure for this G chord. So let me start from the D chord so you can hear that in context. And we're on to line 2 of the sheet music. So now we're going to return back to our C add 9 with the same rhythm for a full measure. And again, starting from the D chord. And that brings us back to the G over B in the 4th and final measure of the verse. So I'll demonstrate the entire verse. That covers the entire verse. What I just demonstrated is all 4 repeats. I believe every time the verse pops up when Eddie starts singing, you're going to repeat it 4 times. And then I demonstrated right at the end there going into a C major chord. So now we're getting into the chorus. So the chorus goes by very quickly. There's not much to it. We've got a C major chord, an A major chord, and then an E minor chord. And we're going to use the exact same rhythm. Now the chorus goes C to A and repeats 3 times. So we're already 75% done with the chorus. Not a lot of work. And then once you've done that, then you go to E minor. And that will be for 2 measures. So let me demonstrate the entire chorus. And that wraps us back around to the verse. So the arrangement for this song is just verse chorus. Verse chorus 2 times, and then the song ends on the verse section till the song fades out. So the arrangement is very, very simple. So you won't have to use a lot of brain processing power to remember where you're at. You can focus on getting that good strumming. All right, and that's Elderly Woman Behind the Counter in a Small Town. There, I said the full title. By Pearl Jam. If this lesson helped you out, smash the like button and subscribe for more cool songs with practical techniques. And don't forget to download the sheet music in the description. And when you want personalized guidance to take your playing further, check out the link for private lessons. If this guitar lesson helped you out, smash the like button, subscribe for more lessons, and drop a comment below letting me know how well you're doing on this song. Keep playing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.